Hello, welcome back. 6:30 solved. Going to continue, and I'm going to go straight back into one that I gave up on last time. It was a bit early for me. I took a break, and I'm hoping to see something that I didn't before. It is this puzzle, 62731. And I do see something I didn't see before. Or do I? Maybe not. I thought I was seeing that I could maybe mirror whatever's going to happen here up here. And maybe I can? Okay, I'm wondering if this is going to be mirrored right here. So it'd be that at least. But then I've only got one more space underneath it. Whereas I've got lots more underneath this, so yeah, maybe not. What if this is sort of the end of something to do with this shape? And I'd say it's not looking good for that either. Look at this big old straight edge, but it doesn't match here. So I need one more after the cross on one side, and then follow an edge from that, and I just don't have the room for it here. So I keep coming back to this idea. I can't do that with this though. I'd need... I don't know, how would I do something like this? Well... So I need a 1 edge right next to a 3 edge. That would be a 1 edge next to a 3 edge. But I also need a no edge somewhere. Where would that be? So here's a no edge. There's a 1 edge. And that could be a 3 edge. 3 edge, 1 edge, no edge. But a no edge has to be next to a 3 edge. What if this no edge is the same one? Is that possible? No, because no edge only connects to one other piece. I wish I could say that this definitely connects. I bet it does, but I don't think I can say for sure that it does. Because what that would tell me is that I've got 4 dead ends on the shape, at least. And each one connects to a different kind of piece, and maybe I could figure something out from that. Maybe I go down that road. So I need a dead end pointing to a straight through. I need a dead end pointing to a corner. I need a dead end pointing to a T-junction. And I need a dead end pointing to a center of things. So what could I make that look like? Well, I can tell you that not all of those dead ends can come off of a single piece. One of them, at least one of them, would have to sort of be connected to the T-junction. So if this was a T-junction, for example, then we might have this straight through here, This could be the corner. No. Yeah, no. I need a dead end going to a corner. I don't know how to think this through. So dead end to corner. This could then be various things. This could be the T-junction. So let's say it's the T-junction going to a dead end. So now I've got corner, dead end. I've got dead end, T-junction. And then I'd also need it seems much too spread out to me. That would then be and I still don't have a dead end pointing to a straight through, do I? So I'd have maybe something like this or like this. So I've got I've got it doubled. So 1, 2, 3, 4 different types, and I've got 2 of one of them. Is there a way to compress this? Make it smaller? Oh, this seems a lot harder than 4. And there's various ways that this could be mixed up to still work. For example, that would be another way to do it. Or that. But I think at minimum it does need to be this sort of shape. So maybe I redraw that somewhere. Something like this. Can I make that tessellate? I really don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ah. I don't even know if it needs the corner or not, because that could be something else. I don't know. So let's wipe that for now and see if we can I don't know, just go for it. Like right now, I can't build that here, can I? So if I extended this, it's no good. I can't fit anything round back. Oh my goodness. I really don't know how to make progress on this at all. This puzzle is absolutely fiendish. I can't tell if, I can never decide if I'm bothered or not bothered that every time I clear one, there's a different glass sheen. Whatever. So I can make this sort of boxy here, but then what? I need there's my single connected to a dead end. This, but I can't fit that down here. I can't fit that down here. Like it's got to be so compact that it fits here somehow. It could be the same shape as this. How in the world am I going to do that? Like, say it is. It would have to fill all of this. Something like that. Does that have all the features that I need? A dead end. I don't know if I need this feature. That's the problem. That's a problem. There's lots of problems here. A dead end right next to a knuckle. Currently, I don't think I have that. And I can't have this anyway. I would need to fill in all of this. So I could do it that way, I suppose, but now I don't have one of these. Oh yeah, I do. I have that here. But I don't know how I possibly get this shape anywhere else. I mean, get this same shape to tessellate into here. Like this, for example. How am I gonna... Let's say this protrusion is here. And I don't know which way I'm looking. Let's say I try to mirror it. Then the other side, along with this, I'm getting 2 and 2 again. But then that's completely different from this. Okay, let's go the other way. So then I've got 2 here. No. These 2, and another 2, and another 2. Oops. But those 2 have a 3rd, and then I've got to protrude into this area. Do I know these connect? Or was that just an assumption I made ages ago? If there's a line there, then I do something like this. What was my problem with this? What was my problem with this? Can I do that? That's the same shape. Oh my goodness. That's it, isn't it? Is that not the same? It's like I'm pointing fingers. Oh, what a relief. What a relief. Assuming that I'm right, which I think I am. Oh. Did I mean, you tell me. Or maybe I'll find out when I do the edit, which I didn't do yet. I mean, my edits aren't much of edits, really. I go through and get rid of any coughs that I made. And I drop chapters, and that's about it. Trim the beginning and end. Cut out anything particularly boring. Did I assume that these were connected much too early, or was I just testing it? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be another of these monsters. Where is it? Over, no, I've gone too far. Can't find it. Oh. I thought it was going to be one of these monsters, which took me 5 hours. 81885. What a brutal puzzle. Okay. Feeling much better now that that's done. It had me. That one really had me. Like, I thought I was going to go and have to get out the graphics software again and flip things around until they fit. Oof. It would have been even worse though, because it looked like I needed several copies of something, which I did, but I thought several copies of something very complicated. Okay, anyway, here I am. It is puzzle number 82737, non-boxy and size separation, as well as area number. Okay, this is quite small. 25, 12, 15, 18, 21. So they don't necessarily have to... Well, yeah, they do. Hang on, non-boxy. So if these did not connect, then I'd have something in between them. And then I'd have, say, something like that, maybe. Over here might be, I don't know, something like that. No. Non-boxy. So something like that. No, they're connecting. Non-boxy. So I can't have a single. I think they have to connect. 6, 5. That's only 5. Alright. Maybe? No, that's not going to work. These need to be apart. I think the 6s have to connect. Actually, I can be cleverer than this. These can't go this way. These can't go this way. And I need non-boxy. Right, well, something other than a 6 is going here, and it's certainly not one of these 3s. So you are something which needs to turn a corner. Oh wait, who says you can't connect? No one says that. Alright. And that means, I mean, you can just be the same shape. Something like that. Why not? You can't connect because you have to be non-boxy. I know that. Now, I can't have a 3 here and another 3 here. That's not allowed. So this is going to have to be a 4, I think. If I then had a 3 here, then we've got trouble. So it doesn't look like this works after all. Well, who says this has to go up there? It doesn't. It doesn't. But this does have to be non-boxy. We can have an L like so, and a little L like so. Four, 3, make that a 5, make it a 6. No, don't make it a 6. What if I change up this shape? So I soak up this one, but not that one? Oh, then they're both... Oh, this is only 5 now. There we go. Where from there? Well, I suppose I'm leveling up to 5 now. And that's going to promise to be very difficult. I don't think there's anything else outside. I was calling this the gates. I guess it's not really the gates. Which part is the castle gate? Are these the castle gates? Maybe these are the castle gates. Anyway, going over here. This puzzle number 8841. And we need to be boxy with size separation. Okay, we've got some slightly phallic shapes to fill up. Can't have a 1 here, so we're doing at least a 2. What are my options here? I can't have a 1 or a 2. It has to be boxy, so it is a 3. And this is going to be a 4. Or a 3 and a 1. Size separation. Okay, what about here? Not a 1. Not a 1, possibly a 2. Not a 1, possibly a 2. I don't think I can say more than that. That could be a 1 or anything else. This one's more constrained, so I'll go from here. Could be a 1, but it might not be. Let's say it is. Not having a 1 here, or a 2, so it would be at least a 3. Not a 1, maybe a 2. I don't know, I'm just going to fill it up and see what happens. Okay, we're not allowed 2 3s here, fine. Can't have a 1 here. Okay, we can do that. So I'd have to have a 3. Let's, I don't know, let's throw a 4 along here. Let's put a... Okay, I think I'm going to start to hit problems now. I've got a lot of different sizes all along this wall. I can't have a 1 here. I want a 3 there if I can. Then I can have a 6. No, I can't. Can't do a 4 either. I think I'm allowed a 2 though. That's not going to fly. What if I have a 2 here? No, that's not going to work either. Right, not allowed that. Oh, this is more constrained than I thought. I suppose I can just change what that is. Could have a 2 and a 1 and a 2. Something different here. Maybe we could just have a 5 all the way along. Three there, 4 here maybe. Oh, these, I locked these in, so I was sure about those, it seems. I think I'm coming back here to look at these again. Let's make sure that I was right about this. So, can't have a 1, maybe a 2. Can't have a 1 or a 2. Has to be a 3. Yeah. Could be a 2. No, can't be a 2. Can't be a 2. Can't be a 3. Must be a 4. Okay, I am happy with those. You. Could be a 1, but that was a guess earlier. Could be a 2. Could be a 3. Can't be a 4. Could be a 5. So options here are 1, 2, 3, 5. So I think 1 is what I tried earlier. Let's try 5. Let's try 5. Try 5. That gives us 1 here. Now what here? Can't be a 1, must be at least a 2. Can't be a 1 or a 2, must at least be a 3. Can't have a 1 here, can't be a 3. Can't be a 2. Interesting. Let me double check that. So I didn't lock this in yet, but if this is a 5, this is at least a 1, can't be a 1, at least a 2, maybe. This cannot be a 1 because that cannot be a 2 because of that. So it's got to be a 3 at least. But then I'd need a 1 here, so no, this doesn't work. Can't be a 5. Not 5. Let's try 3. And what happens here? Not a 1, possibly a 2. Then I'm in the same trouble. I'm in the same trouble here. Because I can't have a 1, it'd have to be at least a 2. Can't be a 1 or a 2, it would have to be a 3, then we're stuck. Can't be a 3. Can you be a 2? You would have to be a 3. You could be a 1. Then I can have a 2 here. Wait a second, when you were a 3, yeah, I couldn't have a 1 there. So now that you're a 2, am I allowed a 2 here? No, I'm not. I could have a 3, but then I'm in the same mess. Okay, so you can't be a 2 either. So you are a 1. That's what I meant. Can't be a 1, can't be a 2. Could be a 3. If you were a 4, we're in the same mess yet again, so you are a 3. Now what? Well, I think the difference now, if I put a 1 there, I'm in the same mess. Is that the same mess? Maybe it's not. Hold on a second. So if that's a 1, can't do a 1, possibly a 2, and then we are in a different situation there. So it could be a 1 maybe. If it's a 2, we are in the same situation. Not 2. If it's a 3, then we've got different stuff happening, haven't we? I could fit a 4 here. Oh, no, you can't be a 3. You can't be a 3 because there's 1 next to you. Could you be a 4? If you're a 4, Can't be a 1. Can't be, it's the same mess, same mess. If you're 5... It's same mess. Anything that extends beyond there is the same mess, and no. It has to be a 1. Now what? Probably we are here. I'm sure enough to lock that in. Okay. I think, since you can't be a 1, if you extend beyond... Oh, we could have a 4 and a 1 here. Or we can have a 3 and a 4. No, we can't have a 3. Can't have a 1. 2 is possible. 3 is not. And we can't do a 1 and a 6. So I think that is what we have. Was this symmetrical other than the shaft being absent? I don't know. Might have been. Kind of looks like it. It's a thick line there and here, and a thick line there and there. So yeah, I think they were. So can I follow the same kind of logic? I think it's just going to change because the 2 constraint isn't present, and I'm going to need that to make it not be symmetrical with this. Well, what I can say here is this is not a 1 nor a 2, it's at least a 3. And I can't have a 1 here, but I could have a 2. But then I'm stuck, so I can't. Could have a 3 and a 1, or it could be a 4. Don't know yet. Can't be a 2. So it's at least that long. Okay, over here, not a 1 because of this. Maybe a 2. If it were a 2, I would have to do 3, and then I'm in trouble. So I think this is at least a 3, which still puts me in trouble, I think. I can't put a 1 there, I'd have to put at least a 2, and then trouble. So I think 3 and 4 is the only thing that works. And that tells me this is a 3 and a 1. Okay, then what do I have over here? I can't have 2 3s next to each other, so this is going to be a 4, but it can't be a 4 because that's there, so it's going to be a 5 or a 6. I can't have a 1 here, and I can't have a 1 here. That's more important. This is either a 2 or a 3. No, it can't be a 3, so that is 2. Uh-oh. I'm seeing problems. I'm seeing problems here. If that's a 3, it breaks because there's that. If it's a 2, same problem. And it's not allowed to be a 1. Oh dear. So was there another way to do this? Yes, there was. That was hard. Good. I think that is it for here. So, I suppose it's time to advance up this central walk. Oh, hang on a second. What have I seen down here? Alright, it's only puzzle 95876. Let's go. Size 51. I've got 4 16s. 4 16s add up to 64. So I'm going to have to combine at least 2 of these. Area number and palisade. So what I'm tempted to do, as usual with these palisade ones, is to decide which way groups of these go. So if this is horizontal... No, I'll tell you what. If it's vertical, then these connect. And then I can't do this because that would have lines on 3 sides. So then this would connect. Same thing here. So these would connect. I wouldn't be able to come and get this. So that would be a separate area. These would be this way. That would force... I mean, this... Actually, no. I should have started here. Look, this is already forced. As is this. As is this. Alright. Okay. And this. And this. This. And this. And this. Okay. Can these all combine? No. This could come through here this way. No, I don't think it can. I have a line... Oh, hang on. I could do that, couldn't I? This is a tricksy one. Okay, so this is a... This is a T junction. So it has to connect to at least one of these two. Alright, this connects here and here, therefore that's happening. And that's happening. And that. And that. And that. And that. This. That. And that. Here and here. 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 Now, I want to decide whether this is possible. That would put a line here, which would then do this. That would do this. And I could do this. Ah. This would be cut. So currently, this needs to turn a corner. So I could do that, I suppose. And this could come straight through. It's only 15 right now. I can't do this. That would break. And I can't do this. Because that has to go straight through. I'm going to step back just a little bit. And try to decide whether I could have done something else at this point. And the answer is no, I don't think so. So I'm going back further until I had several color changes. That was here. This is when I tried to find out if I could do this, and I think I do not do that. That gives me these lines, and that, which gives me this, and that gives me this. Ah, then we have 16. Okay. Now what? I need a corner here. So it needs to go around a bend. I don't know which one, but whichever way it's doing this. I don't know who has that yet. I do know I've got a line here. So yes, I do, in fact. It's you. You're not big enough. I've got a line there, therefore there has to be a line here or here. I don't know which. You have to be a bend. If you bent here, would that be okay? No. In fact, I have a line here, so this connects to both, and that is my bend. Oh, I don't necessarily know that. It could just cut off. It could have a single. Well, you're not big enough, so you're coming this way. 14. You need to go 2 ways, and you're not connecting to that. Now 15. Now 16. Oh, it says 16. Lovely. I liked that one. I liked that one a lot. Where was that? Oh, that was hiding down below, I think. Down here, yeah. Oh, I saw a beam of light just then. Somewhere around here. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. It's 41 minutes. That's done, I think. Yeah. Any other hiding puzzles? I'm not seeing any, so let's continue up this path. 3 to 4, mismatch. Okay. I've got to do at least that, and I've got to do at least that, and that would be too much. So I do have a line here. Got to do that. Got to do that. Don't know who's going to have this. Could be neither of you. What about you? Ah, mismatch. Of course, you do have to come around the corner. And you have to be long. You are going to have to be an angle. You are going to have to be an... Oh no, you could be a T. T or a Z. I can see it. There we go. That was good. That was good. I enjoyed that. All right. What have we got? There's a 3 here. There's a 4 there. There's a 5 there. Expected to see something in the window there. So 4, 5, 7, 3. I'm certainly not doing this 7 just now. So let's just go up in order. 18, mismatch, 9s. Okay. You are almost certainly having that. You are going to have that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. 4, 5, 6, 7. Problem. Okay. Is there any way for you to get this? I don't think so. I think I see the trick now. How do I... Oh no. T there. You can go this way. Single. How do I... That doesn't help me. I think this has to be the double. I think there's nowhere else that can go, because if we go this way, I'd need 2 singles necessarily. Unless we stay low here. Something like that. But then I've got a single here, single here. Or maybe single here. I mean double there, single here, triple and triple. There we go. That was hard. Snake. Hey, we've been goaded. 36 of 36. I'm not done. Where are we? We're good. Oh, that's 7. Alright. Mismatch an area number again. This is 20 area. There's 10 there and there's 10 there. But these could share a shape and that would free up 5. My gut instinct is to do a wiggle. I mean, that's fine. We'll see what happens. Okay, you're a 4. And you can't cut off this 7, so we could be doing this. Could have a single. No, we can't have a single. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we can't have a single. So there's only 3 options on this. You could go this way. We have a triple up there. No big problem. But then how's this 7 going to get all of its size? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh look! I've got a 3 here. We can't have a 3 up here. No matter which kind of 3 this 3 is, this is the other one. I have a feeling this side is trickier. So other than grabbing that 1, and I'm definitely not doing that. So I'm going right or down. Now, is this going to be part of this 7? The answer is no, even though I think that's 7. Is it? Because, I mean, that's not 4. So I'm going to make that assumption and that assumption. What's going to happen to this 4? I don't think this can be this way. I think it has to be that way. But then look. That doesn't work. 2, 3, 4, 5. That isn't enough. This cannot go up. Goes right. These 4s have to join, don't they? I think these 4s have to join. But not like that. They join like this. Oh, that's not good either. That could work. Could it? No, like this. No, not like that. Where are you getting your 7? I mean, maybe, but then... Okay. Maybe those are your 7? And then... This? No, problem here. You need that one. Which means you're not joining. And that's a problem for me. What? But I can't. You've got to go there. I think the 4s have to join. 7, 10, 20. This is 21. I can only have one space. Wait, what? Am I adding things wrong? 10, 18, 20. If they don't join up, this is the deduction I was supposed to make earlier. If they don't join up, there's 1 left, and I'm not allowed a 1 because the 1 is taken. So these have to join up. Now, how can they join up? One is like this. Another is like this. Another is like... no, that's the same thing. Another is like this. And are those the only options? We go right and up, or we go up and then right, or we go like so, right twice. Yeah, I think they're the only options. So let's work them through. If it's this way, I've already decided that this can't go up because it leaves a 1. It also can't go right in this case because it leaves a 1. So no, it can't do that. So what about this next one? Z shape. Now you've got the possibility of going down. But I don't think there's going to be space for you. Actually, there is. Okay. I think we got there in the end. Alright, so we might have... what would we have here? We're not having a 2. We're not doing a 3, because I need it up here. We're not doing that 4. So we are doing a 5. Well, I'm still green from snake mode last time. Okay, then what would I do up here? I could join these. Oh, no, can't do that. Sure. Now I've got troubles here, because I need to make this one a wiggle. Okay, what kind of wiggle can you be? I can't do that. Because that would leave a Z here, and I can't have a Z. I can't do that because that leaves a 3. I can't do that because that leaves a 1. I can't do that because it leaves a 2. So actually, I think this might need to be the line. So can I make this one a wiggle? Uh-oh. Can't do like that. Or like that. Or like that. I don't think I can. Now, question mark on that. I'm going to try the last one. I might have been close there. I don't know. But the problem is that I don't know. Okay, so we'd have something similar here. And then 1, 2, 3. No, can't be done. No. So let's clear the notes. Let's mark this in as I believe it must be. You then can't go right and you can't go up, so you do go down. Can't have a 1, can't have a 2, can't have a 3 because I need both 3s. Can't have a 4 like that, we're having a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to be that shape. Yeah, there's no other way, so this does have to be a wiggle. I can't do this wiggle. I can't do this wiggle. They have to be joined. I can't join them this way, so there's a line. Can I do this wiggle? Yes, yes I can. I shouldn't... I don't know that for completely sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's what we'll be doing. And then it looks like there are multiple options here, but actually I guess not. Not a 1, not a 2, not a 3, not that kind of 4. That kind of 5 is maybe okay. And then we've got this 5. Okay, we got there in the end. I think that was a relatively easy puzzle, but I just went way off the rails there. We're at nearly an hour. There's just one more before this challenge. And there's another challenge here. I'll break it there. I'll take a break and then I'll do all 3 of these, hopefully in the same one. So that was lots of fun. Thank you for joining me. Till next time, bye bye.